Welcome back to Attack on Titan, anime review, episode number 44. We're thinking, the first half of the season is over. Well, there is technically one thing to talk about here. The final chapter of the manga, which, yeah, it's a good reason to have another one of these ones. Plus, it basically leaves off an even number, so basically waiting about 6-7 months basically for another one. Now, the final chapter is called Moving Toward That Tree on the Hill. You first start off with what looks like to be a flashback of Armin and Eren. This is when they were younger. And talk about Titan powers. Look like a flashback, but not really. They talk for all look like they're aging up a bit while walking. And they mentioned that Ymir was in love with King Fritz. Carl Fritz, like, okay. That could explain why the fact that, because it was mentioned before that she easily submitted to King Fritz and gave him 4 frickin' children. So, and apparently it's revealed here that, well, I mean, it's been hinted at for a long time that Mikasa had feelings for Eren, and it's revealed here that, yes, Eren's got feelings for Mikasa. Really? You finally revealed this in the final chapter of the series? Really? Why was Meek Will? If I know from. He mentions that myself wondering what exactly that Mikasa will do with me. I don't know yet. That was certain. We see him slowly age into like the current self. Yeah, it's not a flashback. It's actually inside of a mindscape inside Eren's head. Thoughts are coherent. And they have like a flashback. It looks like of probably the outside battle, and of course Eren and Armin basically hold hands. Think about it. So, what do you think about Mikasa? You think you should forget that you will have with somebody else? Well, I don't know. And then he gets punched by Armin, who basically is morphing into the outfit where he's like, "Don't give me that nonsense. I remember you forgiving you for what you said. Will my turn on Mikasa's feelings for you? You think you can get away with simply forgetting about me to Mikasa, the one who put her life for you? Or at least, I'm so happy. No, I don't want that. I want her to have feelings for me. I don't want her to find another guy. Even after I die, I don't want her to hold me in her heart for a long time. Like, you want us all for a long time. See? Yep. So yeah, he has loved me. He basically wants Mikasa to only love him. I don't want to die, but he has to die. And he costs and pick up a shell. And of course, Eren looks like he's turning into where you see him outside. They chat for a while, and then Armin picks up the shell, and he wakes up. Apparently, his wounds are healed. Yep, and then we see Falco's Titan form dissolve. Yep, all the Titan power is gone. Yep, all because Mikasa has killed Eren. Like, Armin remembers returning to memory of the day when Eren came to visit us. Yeah, I heard all about it. The results of the choice you brought to wipe out the power of the Titans from the world. Yeah, and everybody turns back normal and remembers it. Yep, everybody's Titan power is gone. And we see various people. We see Levi looking at possibly some people who may be actually dead, including Hange, and they all fade away. And of course, Levi's looking at this. And then we see Connie and Jean seeing an image of Sasha. Falco reunites with Gabby. Gabby, of course, gives him a freaking suplex. Yeah, hugs him. And then Gabby gives him a belly-to-belly suplex. As he ran down with his mother. He's like, I'll be going now. To where? If we stay here like this, I'm sure Eren will just give him a proper burial. You're right. Take him a quick place and rest. Always, like those at that place. Yeah, I think it's her place too. And of course, Mikasa walks off. And then of course, everybody's wondering like saying that Eren Yeager is dead, the power of the Titans was removed from this world. We're just regular humans now. Can you prove it? If it's a blood test you want, yeah, just prove it to us. Are you humans? If anyone was left with Titan power, I'd be using that power to protect ourselves right now. Yeah, this of course Armin saying this. Instead, after having guns pointed at our heads, we're still powerless humans. That's above all the proof we're humans now. And he just, I am Eren Erland, Eldian of Parasite. I am the one who killed the attack Titan Eren Yeager. And then we see Krista, where 3 years have passed and she's basically had her child, who looks like her. Actually, 3 years have passed since the day we call it the Battle of Heaven and Earth. People who have faced tremendous lost life suffer scars that won't heal. The world mourns the loss as amidst uneasiness. The nation of Eldia has formed under an army under the Jaeger faction, focusing on strengthening its military forces. And also, period retaliation remains the humans who survive the Earth of the ocean. People of the island raise voice unison. If we win, we live. If we lose, we die. We don't fight, we can't win. Fight, fight, fight. This all went into the Eldians versus the world are wiped out. Eren's was right. Even so, Eren chose to trust us with the future of the world. Live now in a world without Titans. So basically, I'm reading his story as notes. Process wrote a book. And we see that apparently the Survey Corps has now become ambassadors. Jean, also basically anybody who's former Titans have become ambassador. We see Armin, Reiner, Peck, the guy who was the host of Cart Titan, and Annie is there too. Yeah, betrayed. Same group. And of course, they chat for one. Of course, they basically walk out in modern day. And we see Levi with Falco and Gabby, who are basically kind of like his caretakers. And he's got a scar across his face. Pretty much in the way with him in his wheelchair, he has pretty much retired from the Survey Corps completely. He is no longer a fighter. And of course, the ambassadors go out to the world. And then we see Mikasa sitting next to the grave where Eren's head is buried. Yes, his head. His body, I think, was destroyed when he got beheaded by Mikasa and her scarf, and she basically falls asleep. Of course, her scarf comes loose. Then a bird comes by, fixes the scarf for her, and basically it's just, Eren, you wrap the scarf around me. Thank you. Wow, that's quite an interesting ending to the series. Is it a terrible ending? Not really, no. I have heard that basically people were not very happy with this ending. Oh yeah, definitely. Me personally, I think it's an okay ending. I don't have major problems with it at all. No, not really. I definitely think it's a good chapter. And it's something, though. After... You're probably thinking, how many years the series been around for? Yes, after 11 years, the series is now officially concluded. Yes. And what ranking do I give this particular one? I give this one roughly a 9 out of 10. It does wrap up some stuff here, but it does kind of go from the Hange is dead. Yep, she's dead. I'm like, really? One of the most well-developed characters in the series is dead? I mean, first they kill off Sasha at the end of toward the end of the previous arc of the series, and now Hange is gone, and Eren, the main character series, is officially dead. So, kind of in the way he died in the last chapter. And we see his head. So, I thought it was kind of weird, though, the fact that the main character had to die. Though there was a reason for it. That he had turned this particular person that, well, wasn't very popular with a lot of people, basically, with his little beliefs or whatever. Yeah. But, good chapter. Definitely. Is it a great ending to the series? Not really, no. I think it's a decent ending, basically, for what it is. And apparently, Eren has basically known to make that feelings for him. Even though she apparently, she always wants him to love him despite the fact he's dead. I'm like, really? She can easily move on from him? Nope. Not really. Like, is a hint that he has feelings for her? It's implied that he does. But since it's the final chapter... Don't know anything about it. It's nice to see Eren, even if it's a mindscape per se. Surprisingly, aside from the Falco Titan form, there is like no Titan action this whole chapter. Yep, no Titan action. Yeah. But I'm going to give the final chapter of Attack on Titan a 9 out of 10. Good chapter, but not a great ending to the series. Final thoughts on the action manga itself? Well, the thing is with this manga, I've been reading this manga now for 3 years. I started with chapter 102, and now here I am at chapter 139. Like, who knew this would be one series I actually review? Was the series recommended to me? No. No, it wasn't. I just basically decided to start watching it because of the critical reception of it. Because a lot of people were saying this series is really good, so I figured, oh, check it out. But like all series, after I did Bleach and Naruto, I decided to read the manga first, then watch the show. Yeah. And as of right now, where the anime left off, there's exactly 23 chapters left. Yep, with this chapter here, there's exactly 23 left to be adapted for the whole series, and, well, that's coming next year. Yep. But in the case of the series overall, I've enjoyed reviewing the series. I mean, yes, I mildly might forget something. I mean, the thing is, since 102, I've basically been rereading stuff I previously reviewed. Yes, that is definitely the case. Like in the case of 116, I think I viewed that, I think it was like about 2 years ago I reviewed that chapter. Yes, that's pretty much when I reviewed it. But now here I am at the final chapter of the series. And it is, well, let's just say it's a manga review series that, let's just say it's a little bit longer. I would say it's almost the same amount of time I've been reviewing Seven Deadly Sins, per se. Yes, I think this is also by far the third manga to end while I've been reviewing it. Like, the first one was Tokyo Ghoul that was the first one. The second one was Seven Deadly Sins, and now it's Attack on Titan. Yep. But with this series concluded, that means that I don't have to worry about reviewing much anymore until, well, I don't have to do the manga anymore. I mean, the last thing that happened basically was with Seven Deadly Sins, because I kind of reviewed the final chapter. Yeah, just by sheer coincidence when it comes to that series, where the final chapter of the manga was released the same week as the final episode of Season 3 for the show. Yep. But in the case of this is good. So yeah, not much else to say about this chapter. It's really good. So that's a particular review. Yes, I'm definitely going to do Hound of the Same Demon Lord. Though this one's been quite weird. I'll talk more about that soon about it. But next video is going to be a comic corner. Yep. I'm also going to do reviews for the newest chapters of Black Clover and Blue Exorcist. And I'm basically going to do overall like 2 more manga reviews. Actually, more like 3 more manga reviews and 2 comic corners plus 2 anime reviews. So a lot of videos today. I'm going to do next one right here, and then I'm going to take a little break to basically rest my voice, okay? See you next video. Bye.